Hello everyone, this is your girl Gypsy and welcome to She Means Business. Today's conversation is very important and it is also very timely. As the world celebrates International Women's Day, we pause to reflect on women, their strengths, their resilience, their sacrifices, and the many battles they fight quietly. Today, I want us to talk about something deeper. I want us to talk about help. Help. Many women around the world today have had to learn a painful lesson one way or the other. Sometimes help comes with a price that no human being should be asked to pay. And that is wrong. Very wrong. It is wrong when help becomes exploitation. There are women today who only wanted an opportunity. They just wanted a job. They want a contract. They want to pay school fees. They just wanted a recommendation or a chance. But instead of receiving help with dignity, they are asked for something else. Now let me quickly share a story before we go further. A young woman once told me an experience she had, and that has stayed in my consciousness for the longest time. She had just finished school. She is, of course, very brilliant, hardworking, and full of hope. But like many young people, she needed a job. And of course, her family was depending on her. And she's been searching for a job for months. Eventually, one day, someone told her, "Oh, I know someone who can help you." So she prepared herself carefully that morning. She dressed neatly, carried her certificates, and rehearsed in her mind how she would present herself. When she got there, the conversation started normally. Questions were asked about her education, about her experience, questions about what she could bring to the organization were asked, of course. She was hopeful. And all of a sudden, the conversation changed. The man leaned back and said quietly, there are many people looking for this opportunity. But if you and I have a good understanding, I can make things happen. At first, she didn't understand. Then he suggested they should meet later in a hotel to discuss things properly. In that moment, the room became very quiet. The opportunity she had been praying for was now sitting in front of her, but it came with a condition she never expected. She said she felt two things at once: anger and sadness. Not because she didn't need that help, but because someone had decided that her need made her weak enough to be exploited. So she picked up a document slowly, stood up, and said something very simple and profound that, like I said, has stayed with me for a long time. She said, "Sir, if this job requires that, then it is not for me." And she walked out. It was not easy. She still needed the job, but she chose something that day that no one could ever take from her, and that's her dignity. This story is not rare. This story happens every day in offices, in businesses, in politics, in the entertainment space. Oh, let us not go there. In many places where power exists. And this is why conversations like this matters, because help should never come with humiliation. And no woman should have to choose between survival and self-respect. Imagine hearing things like, "Meet me in a hotel. Let's have a private arrangement. You know what you have to do." What should have been kindness becomes exploitation. What should have been support becomes manipulation. And the person who came seeking for help is pushed into a compromising position. Not because they want to lose themselves, but because they are desperate to survive. On this International Women's Day, we must say clearly and together, this is not help. This is abuse of power. God did not give you resources to humiliate others. If you have money, if you have influence, if you have access or you have power, remember something very important. You did not create those resources by yourself. God allowed them to pass through your hands, which means those resources come with responsibility. Sometimes God blesses you, not just for yourself, but for the people He intends to reach through you. You are meant to be a bridge. You are meant to be a channel. But the moment you make someone compromise their values, the moment you make someone compromise their bodies or their dignity before helping them, you have turned a blessing into oppression. And that is dangerous. Because the same God who gave those resources can take them away in an instant. Now, what is my message to women today? Do not lose yourself to gain help. Your dignity is not a bargaining chip. Your body is not the price of opportunity. Your values are not obstacles to success. Your value is not determined by who is willing to help you. And no opportunity is worth losing your peace, your identity, or your self-respect. Yes, life can be hard. Yes, sometimes doors seem closed. But compromising your soul to open a door will only create another prison. You deserve help that honors you, not help that humiliates you. And today, on International Women's Day, we want to celebrate women who stand strong in their values, even when life becomes difficult. That strength, right there, is powerful. I also want to appreciate women everywhere. Women who hold families together. Women who work twice as hard to prove themselves. Women who carry emotional burdens nobody sees. Women who support others even when they themselves need support. Women who build businesses, CEOs, founders, women who raise children, women who show kindness, even in the harsh world, even in a struggling economy. Your strength does not always make headlines, I know, but it changes lives every day. And today we say, we see you, we honor you, and we celebrate you. To those who have the power to help, if help is in your hands, please use it well. Help with compassion, help with respect, help without conditions that destroy someone's dignity. Because true help lifts people up. There's this saying that says, who go help you, no go stress you. Helping people does not make you feel small, or you also shouldn't make them feel small. When you help someone the right way, you do not lose anything. You shouldn't make people feel small because you want to help them. In fact, you gain something far greater. You gain respect, you gain honor, you gain blessings, and a legacy of kindness. On this International Women's Day, Let us remember something very important. The greatest help is the one that lifts people up without asking them to lose themselves. True help preserves dignity. True help protects humanity. True help reflects love. And to all our women listening all over the world today, always remember, you are valuable. You are worthy. And you deserve a world where help comes with kindness, not compromise. May we build a world where help comes with kindness, with respect and dignity, because every woman deserves that. Happy International Women's Day, everyone. God bless you.